I'm going to, on my channel, show how to make avocado pudding. This stuff is really easy to make. I made it the other day for the first time for my family, and it's really good. I think that it would be a great thing if you're trying to diet and you're trying to be healthy. Whoops, gosh dang it. Because it's basically chocolate pudding made out of avocados. So the avocados are not the prettiest green right now, and they're kind of small. The recipe calls for 2 large avocados, but these are kind of small, so I'm going to use 4. I'm breaking my train of thought back there talking to the cat. So if you have squishy avocados, you don't have to necessarily do this. But if you have more firm avocados, it says you're supposed to cube them up. These are kind of squishy, so I don't think I necessarily have to cube them, per se. We are going to take the mixer to them and mix the crud out of them. So the recipe calls for 2 large avocados, a ½ cup of baker's cocoa powder, so unsweetened cocoa, a ½ cup of brown sugar. Now that's the part that I think it makes it a little unhealthy, is the brown sugar. So if you have some kind of sugar alternative, this would probably be a perfect thing for dieters if you just didn't use the brown sugar. A ½ cup of almond milk, which we do not have almond milk, so we're going to use regular milk, which is what I used before, and it works okay. And then 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then a little bit of cinnamon. I guess really you could put anything you want in it, but that's what the recipe calls for. So we'll see. But I am not one to worry too much about recipes per se, and if you go over and watch my falafel recipe, when I get ready to make falafels, you'll see that I'm not necessarily going to follow a recipe for that. I just throw a bunch of gunk together, and to me, which is how a true Italian cooks. You just look until it smells, looks, or tastes right. So there are no measurements. My grandmother and great aunt never measured anything. So they died, and unfortunately we have no recipes because there was no way to write the recipes, because they just did everything till it looked right. They did it by feel. If you ever wondered how to get pits out of an avocado, just take your knife, plunge it in there, and it comes right out, if you do it right. So we have our avocados. Yay. This is how I'm going to cube them up, because I didn't cut them into cubes, but they're squishy enough. We're going to start off with a ½ cup. I'm going to follow the recipe for 2 avocados. So I'm going to start off with a half, and if it doesn't taste right, I'll add a little bit more. Tell your powder's been sitting around for a little while. It's gotten a little hard. Oh, shoot. That's about a ½ cup. A ½ cup of brown sugar. Sugar! We're putting the Ziploc back because brown sugar is... Can you hold that open for me, please? Because brown sugar can be a wily creation, and it can get really hard if you leave it in the box that it comes in, if you don't close up the bag sufficiently. So again, like I said, the brown sugar is what sweetens it, and I think that... Whoops.
Sugar's sweet.
Yeah, well... Again, I think that if you're watching your weight and you want something to kind of kill the sweet tooth when you're on a diet, this would be a great thing to do, because avocados are good fat, or so I hear. Okay, and a £3 cup of milk. It's supposed to be almond milk, but we're using regular milk just because we don't have almond milk. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So if you have something else, if you like to use like stevia or Splenda, or I kind of wonder what agave nectar, because a lot of people I know, they sweeten stuff with agave nectar. Agave nectar is a little on the pricey side, so I was a little hesitant to purchase that for this kind of thing. Because you're just a dash of cinnamon, it says. So, a pinch. That's more than a pinch, but it's okay. And then, all you do is you just mix this all up. Just a little dash. I'm sorry for the loud. Alright, we added a little bit of extra milk because it doesn't seem to be pudding. There are some chunks of avocado for some reason that did not want to mix in, and I'm not altogether sure why, but that's okay because avocado is good. Even though this is not cold, come here. Okay, let me taste it first to make sure it tastes right. Okay. Here's Michael's very first taste.
Maybe it's better cold.
Actually, it needs more chocolate in it.
Okay. It definitely tastes like avocado.
Yeah, I know it shouldn't taste like avocado. So we're going to add a little more chocolate. I thought that my avocados were kind of small, but maybe not. So let's just... Maybe I need to not double it, but like 1.5 it. No, the stuff that I made was like very chocolatey at home.
This is very, it's like guacamole that a chocolate bar melted in.
Which is not bad, but but Michael didn't like it, so let's try adding a little bit more chocolate to it, see if that helps. Is that better?
It tastes like pudding now.
So I needed to double up the recipe, obviously. Okay, so you've heard it here first. Chocolate guacamole is not a good thing.
No.
Again, 2 large avocados, 1/2 cup of cocoa, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of milk, 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then a little dash of cinnamon. Mix it all up. You guys noticed, yes, somebody made a comment that they liked our aprons. Yes, I went to the dollar store today, and they actually had the matching aprons for our hats, so I purchased them. Of course, we had to kind of make some modifications to the cords because these are children's things, and I'm much bigger around than a normal child, so we had to add some stuff to the ties. But anyway, so I'm going to put this in a bowl and stick it in the refrigerator. And if you're friends with Michael, hop on over to his profile, because we're going to make falafels next.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, guys.